Hello, you are watching an interesting video on you can break free from suppressing an emptiness feeling. Do you ever get that feeling that things just aren't right? You don't feel connected with the world around you? You know how you should act, how you should feel, but you're not quite connecting with your emotions. A numbness you can't shake off. Summed up in a word, this is emptiness. It's a sign that perhaps your mental health is not quite optimal. Maybe you're stressed and anxious, or experiencing some mild depression without even knowing it. Trust me when I say you are not alone. Also trust me when I say you can break free from this suppressing feeling. The answer is probably not what you think, or not what you have been led to believe. Everyone always searches their thought patterns for the answer to curing emptiness. But this rarely works. The root of the problem is the stuff we get in touch with every day. Look, I'm going to level with you. There are a few things in this modern world and a modern lifestyle that are quite unnatural. I call them negative triggers. Here are a few. Stress from work. Financial pressure. Social media. Processed negative trigger foods. Negative media. Mobile phones. So why do they create the feeling of emptiness? Think about this fact. The past 100 years, even the past 20 years, our race has completely evolved. Our lifestyles have changed dramatically due to the list above. But evolution takes millions of years. Biologically we are the same as we were 500 years ago, but we live very different lives. Here lies the problem. We haven't caught up. I'm going to call this problem the evolution acceleration effect. More on this coming up. This is a big reason why the feelings of emptiness, depression and anxiety are so common these days. I'm going to teach you how you can embrace these incredible leaps and bounds in humanity, while still feeling connected with our emotions, with some small lifestyle triggers in the form of a simple 3-step morning routine. This is the best way to get started, as the morning routine is short, simple, and it becomes habit very easily. Then you can just get on with your day as normal. Before I can teach you the routine, you first need to understand the biological and psychological problem the evolution acceleration effect creates. It actually has something to do with our body too. The main problem isn't a psychological one but a biological one, which is having a knock-on effect with your mental health and distorting your perspective. Let me explain. This problem is a physical disruption to your hormone harmony. This is a term I use to explain the balance between stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, and feel-good neurotransmitters, chemical messages in the brain responsible for positive emotion, hopefulness and joy. If you imagine a set of old weighing scales, you know the ones with 2 plates either side that compare 2 weights. One side is for stress hormones and the other for feel-good neurotransmitters. When you're feeling fulfilled, energized, happy and peaceful, it's because this set of scales is perfectly balanced. This means they complement each other and it creates serenity throughout your body and mind. Now the negative triggers created by the evolution acceleration effect I spoke about, accumulate and fill the body with unnatural levels of stress hormones. This starts to weigh down the stress hormone scale. This has a negative effect on your feel-good neurotransmitter scale. When this happens, these neurotransmitters stop working properly and the serenity is broken. This is a negative hormone harmony scale. This is when negative feelings such as emptiness begin to surface. Sure, emptiness can be triggered by negative thoughts of situations. But, and this is a big but, it only becomes an uncontrollable problem that you can't shake off when you have a negative hormone harmony scale. Because you can't just snap out of it, this is when you're at risk of stress, anxiety and depression. The answer I'm going to teach you is in the form of a simple 3-step morning routine, filled with lifestyle triggers that solve this problem. What's great is it's quick and easy to do, so it fits in with so many lifestyles. 10 minutes of flexible exercise. This is a short burst of exercise that helps the body empty stress hormones and gives your feel-good neurotransmitters a recharge. Remember, exercise is a stress on the body and could increase stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. The difference with flexible exercise compared traditional exercise is it's so short. This gives the body a chance to adapt to the stress, therefore reducing stress hormones. I call this creating a positive exercise stress axis. This rebalances your hormone harmony scale, therefore reducing the feelings of emptiness. Make sense? Good, let's keep going. Furthermore, exercise selection is important. You want exercises that engage as much of the body as possible in a short time. To learn more about how you can use flexible exercise, check out this blog Flexible Exercise'. So now you have had a quick stress reliever and endorphin burst, you're ready for the next step. Write 2 positive mindset prompts. This is a positive prediction about your day or your future. It can be many things, something that might be happening, a positive emotion, a person you are looking forward to seeing, a goal you want to achieve, etc. No matter how big or small, it's important to acknowledge it. Write it down. If you're feeling particularly empty at any point, have a look at it. Reconnect with it to help give you a positive perspective again. This helps to create a positive outlook on your future. So I said 2 prompts. 1 for the day, short term. 1 for the future, long term. Right now your mind is positively set, time for the correct nutrition. Eat a complete meal. This is basically breakfast. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, breakfast can make my stomach feel less empty. But not emotionally less empty. I hear you, let me explain. Basically, a complete meal is the perfect breakfast to help your body rebalance your hormone harmony scale and stop feelings of emotional emptiness. So, what's a complete meal? I'm sure you're keen to know. Well, there are 2 key factors to a complete meal that help it fuel your brain, ensuring optimal mental health. Factor 1: a good balance of all 3 macronutrients, fats, carbohydrates and proteins. When the body is getting the correct ratio of all 3 of these, it ensures your brain is getting a steady supply of energy. This helps to balance out your hormone harmony scale. Factor 2: include foods that are high in micronutrients that help to rebalance your hormone harmony scale. Foods high in magnesium, zinc and tryptophan will do this. Make the routine a daily habit. Being consistent is your biggest friend with these lifestyle triggers. Try to do them every day. In general, it takes 6 weeks to create a habit like this. But you have to start somewhere, so what's important is what you do right now, at this very moment, while you have some motivational energy. So, I want you to stand up, take a deep breath, exhale, then get your diary, quickly plan out your routine for tomorrow and jot it down. Let's do this. Once this routine becomes habit and your hormone harmony scale is optimal again, your perspective will become clearer and feelings of emptiness will begin to disappear. Thank you and keep watching more informative videos.